Yeah, I think Kenta was almost ready. Good. Okay, we're ready. Pretty okay. It's morning time here in Europe, so hopefully my brain works today. Yeah, yeah. Had to bring my car to the mechanic. Anyway, this is gonna be fun.
Hello, hello. Ah, okay. The microphone is now working. That is confirmed. Thank you, Mehmet, for letting me know that the microphone wasn't working before we started the first match. That would have been less than ideal. So, we are ready to begin today. Of course, we have the CEO of Backgammon Galaxy, Mark Olsen here, former professional footballer, now backgammon player aficionado, runner of the Monte Carlo Backgammon World Championship, featuring myself as commentator last year. That was fantastic. Looking forward to next year's tournament, such and such. Also, Kentaro Meijo from Japan here in the final eight. Exceptionally strong player, maybe not as well known outside of backgammon circles, but if you look just at the top 11 players here on Backgammon Galaxy, besides noticing my name at number 10, Kentaro Meijo is here at number 7. So clearly an exceptionally strong player. And I look forward to today's matches. So give us a good show. We're doing maximum 8 5 point matches today. 1 point will be awarded for the match win. 1 point will be awarded for the PR win. And whatever it says on Galaxy is the final PR. And the median average will be the tiebreaker at the end if that is the case. So let's get these matches started. I will mute both of you so you can't hear me, and myself so you can't hear me, and then we will get these games started. If Kentaro can create the match ID for you, and we'll be good to go. Let me just mute him here, if possible. To today's stream. Oh, they've started already. Here we go. My name is Justin Knoll. I am a professional backgammon player and clearly a commentator and coach from New York City. I currently live in London. I think we're just going to make the 10 point here and forego hitting. Fantastic tournament so far. Thank you all for tuning in today. I will have the chat open on my phone, so please feel free to send me messages there so we can have some interaction. Just going to head to the match on my phone. Make sure the volume's off. All right, double sixes. It's fantastic. And wow, okay. Well, that is a cube saver. I mean, you could turn the corner. You are up 2 pips, but with the other guy on roll, double fives. Wow. Mark haunting him with the with the emojis, of course. Mark doubles up, what is it, 9 pips in a race of this length. It looks like a pretty good cube and a fairly easy take. And now Kintaro, of course, is just hoping to maximize his crossovers to bring everybody into his home board. And Mark is doing the same. 6-5 is a great shake. 2-3. Okay, he's picked up some ground. He's only down 6 now. 6-3 and 6-3. Okay, we might have ourselves a bit of a race here. 3-2. If you guys could smash the like button today for today's match, that would be very much appreciated by everybody here, myself included. Double fours, only one off. 5-2 is none off, though, so that's not great. Kentaro's going to need double sixes in order to make something of this, and 3-2, no checkers off, and that is the game. Okay. So Mark starts off with a 2-point lead in this match to 5. All of the matches today are going to be matches to 5 points. That has been the standard for this online version of this tournament. Double six is a fantastic shot. I think you just make the 5-point. I think you just make the 5-point. You can stay back for some awkward rolls from your opponent, which would be nice. They could roll something dumb, which would, benefit you, of course. And then you've made your 5-point, and making the 5-point can never be bad. It might not always be the best, but it can never be bad. Mark decides to go another way. And 3-1. I guess you can play 13-10 after this. I certainly would. 6-3 doesn't seem to make any sense. I don't know if that makes sense either. Getting rid of the point. Maybe. 5-2 just makes the point. I think one of the reasons maybe I wouldn't have done that is, of course, the guy could roll double fours now and start coming around the corner. And 5-4 and 6-2. And double threes. All right, that's a pretty good shot. Making the board. I think that's pretty good because he's very stripped on the outside and could leave a shot any moment now. And 2-1, I guess we just play 13-10 and double threes. And these come down. I think you have to come down and leave the ace shot. It's sick, but what else are you going to do? And 1-4 effectively ends the game, barring a hit. And yeah, I guess the game is over. And the question is it too good now? Mark decides that it is. It would have been impossible to take. I don't know about this. This gives a 1-6, but I guess it's okay. 4-1. The problem with some of these is if he enters and hits him on the outside, he can take. And he's doing this just so he can cube, I think. 3-2 makes the point. 3-1 is funny next roll, though. He doesn't roll it, but that would have been funny. It would have been funny. Now double threes is funny. 4-1 is not funny. How is everyone doing in the chat today? Please smash the like button on the stream. Mark is taking a fairly commanding lead here. He, of course, is hoping to get this gammon in this game. I probably would have doubled before closing the 1 point at some point. I would have been kind of concerned if he rolled an ace, what that would have felt like. But it worked out. So there is quite a good chance Mark is going to pick up 2 points in this game and get himself to the Crawford game. Four, three. A little bit awkward. Should play fine. Double sixes, double fives leaves a shot. Double fours does not, though. 4-3 just enters. And 5-4 leaves a shot. Any ace? No. Okay, he comes out with the 5. That's for sure. You don't want to be hit with an ace and lose more gammons that way. There's a chance you could save this, but there's no shot levers this way, so I don't see the point. You're just going to lose more gammons when Mark picks and passes you. Good morning, Mark Abbott. Uh-oh, another shot, though. Maybe he tricked him. Nope. Now the gammon is for sure. I don't see the upside of staying there. I think only bad things could happen. Or I think he legitimately could have saved this gammon. Now that is not in the cards unless he rolls fives or better. And that did not happen. So now we're at 1 away Crawford, 5 away. And Mark starts off with a lead in this game as well with the 6-5. And double fives, blitzes, and comes down. Okay, this is pretty good. 6-2. And 3-2 misses. This is a big roll. Getting missed there. Does he want to hit or just play 13-11 or just play 8-6? He is up 14, 16 pips after the play unless he chooses to hit. So it's a good question whether or not he wants to risk his racing lead for the attack. I think I would stay back, maybe just make the 2 point or slot the 3. Either of those plays seems fine. This one seems good as well. I think staying back and making things awkward for Mark is the idea. 2-1 picks and passes. And double fives, okay. So you're not really getting crushed in the race anymore, but maybe you stay back and make the 3, but you do have to pay on 3-1 and double ones and double fours and double threes, but maybe you get some shots this way. Oh my gosh, of course he rolls it. And what's the easiest thing to do to bring this game home? Is it to make the point on his head? Is it to come around off the 18? Is it to come off the 18 and then come down? Sheesh. Huh. I mean, the problem with making the 5 is that, of course, he could enter and then you're stuck trying to get off the 18. The problem with coming off the 18 is that you still have to bring everything home. And, I mean, Black could just fan after you point on him. Everyone sees the problem here. Mark thinks it's difficult. Kentaro thinks it's difficult. I think it's difficult. If you don't think it's difficult, you probably don't know enough about backgammon. Just saying. Just saying. 6-5 hits. What a shot. 4-5 just comes out. And 3-2. Okay, okay, okay. Fours, sevens, but not eights. And Kentaro has, no, sorry. So is there any value? No, no, yeah, you just stay there then instead of trying to play safe. And double fours, okay. It looks like Kentaro's going to win this. And then we're going to get to a one-away post-Crawford four-away score. Double ones. Those big decisions like that where the game can legit just go one way or the other and the plays are so different. Like there's just blunder potential in those decisions, and you are kind of gauging your level of confidence with one play versus another. And sometimes you're looking at it and going, I don't know. Sometimes you just go, I don't know. And there's not much you can do about that besides just try to take your best educated guess. Certainly worked out. Double from the roof, and this is a pass, of course. So four-away scores post Crawford are, free drop scores. Essentially, if you're not a favorite in the game, you can't take it, right? It's just not worth it. And three-away scores are almost automatic take scores. Basically, once you're doubled in the very beginning, they're all automatic takes. 4-6 hits. And I would cover the ace point, I think. I like covering the one because you're trying to hit somebody and you don't want to blot on your one if you're trying to hit somebody. You'd like to have the point covered. So one of the lessons of backgammon is that, even though you might not like having the 1 point made, right? Positionally, it might not feel great. Once you have a blot there, you should just cover it almost as a rule. Oh my God, he gets the point on him and hit the other guy from the roof, followed by a fan. That's rude. And this just hits. I like this, even though you could come out. You might lose some games if he gets to anchor, which is always a problem. He hits with the 4-2, 5-6. Yeah, maybe we just come out instead of the hit now. He does get to anchor, but it wouldn't have worked out well either way. And I think you got to come up as well. I know you want to fill in the 5, but you don't want to be trapped on the 24. And you come off your anchor here for sure. I guess you just continue moving. I know you're slightly worried about double fives. He doubles, right? But it's an automatic double and take either way. He gets off the double fives. Does that get off the double fives? No, it didn't. I don't. He's got one on the roof, so he's trying to limit the volatility here. 5-3 doesn't fill it in, so we just escape from the 24. Guitarro really needs to enter. 2-1 doesn't make it. I would probably. Is this it? Double fives. This hits. And I guess we just come down. 4-2, okay. And if he can make some structure in front of him, he isn't able to. That's too bad. Does he get to escape? He does not get to escape. This is not ideal. Yeah, this is good. You don't want him to come out with the 6, but 4-3 is fantastic. Now he has more checkers in the outfield, and now Mark is crunching, and he gets to make the 5-point. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I give him double 6, right? So 5-3, he has to come all the way out. And 6-5 hits. 6-5 hits, by the way, hits on the outside off the 23 point. You can't be nervous. It's a great shot. The only question is do you see it? Of course he sees it. He's one of the best in the world, and Mark fans. 4-2, and Mark really needs a 4 here. He doesn't roll it, and the gammon is on the table. 2 checkers on the roof. If he gets closed out this way, the gammons will be upwards of 40%. Oh, wow, this is the max gammon play. This gets devastated if he rolls double ones or double twos or something, I guess. But it is the play that makes the 23 the most. 5-3 just points on him. And is Kentaro going to make the epic comeback, Mark fans? He doesn't cover yet. He still keeps the 6 away cover because that's the most covers. And he rolls a 1. That's a lifesaver. 2-4 comes in. Does he roll a 1? No. Double fours. I mean, don't get stuck back there, Kentaro. He rolls a 5. Okay, and that just continues. And Mark rolls another ace. He's fighting back in a fan. Where's the 1? The 1-6. What is this? With dice rolls like this, who needs enemies? He didn't even look happy about it. 2-1. I guess we just make the 2 point. What else are we going to do? In 3-1, that hits. And no ace. And does he roll a 6? He does not. He needs a 4 now. No, he doesn't. This is like the worst. This is just such a joke. And if he rolls an ace, he's back in the lead. He doesn't. Can he hit this checker? No, he just covers. That's even better. And now he has all the time he needs to pick up that second checker. I can't believe this game. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. 6-4. 4 and then 2. Yeah, I like the look of that better. Double threes. And he rips 2 off, going for the gammon. Double fours, and it all gets awkward again. 4-1, a perfect roll. 6-1, 6-5, 2 off. And Kentaro is going to win this gammon, and Mark is going to lose this game. And the question now comes down to the PR. There's no way. There's no way to save it. Just let your clock run. Piss the guy off. And Kentaro wins the gammon and he wins the match, but who wins the PR? And the PR win goes to Kentaro playing a 1.1. And he asked for a rematch, and I think Mark is going to take a break after that one. Needs to go outside, grab some air. Mochi is in the chat. Welcome, Mochi. You just saw one of your proteges here turn this around. Come back for the win and a massive PR win. So that is a 2-point lead for Kentaro going into the second match. Absolutely astonishing stuff. I don't know if Mark, like, it looks like either Mark froze in time or or he just threw his camera across the room. Who knows? Okay, it's just he disconnected. So we'll see half of Kentaro's face on top and half on bottom until Mark rejoins. Melanie Hughes in the chat. Very, very nice to see you today. Mochi in the chat. Very nice to see you. It was not an easy game. There were many decisions involved there. Let's just click on the analysis button while Mark is gone. Take a look through some of these. 6-3. This is all normal, making the point. 6-5 double hits, double fives, of course. 3-2 seems forced. Double 6 comes around. Double fives was better to come all the way around. Up 2 pips. Makes sense. 5-5. This was just a race. Nothing crazy here. Game 2. This double 6. Yeah, I said Mark should make the 5. Stay back for some of his awkward rolls. He could get shots with some numbers, right? He could get a shot with 6-3. He could get shots with, 5-4s, the 5-1s of this world, maybe. So Better to make the 5 and stay back for a bit of contact. That was a bit of a big one. Let's just check here. Okay, he's still not back. Let's click through. And yeah, I said this was a cube with him on the roof here. Let's see how big this was. Okay, it was very, very small, very close to playing on. Um, oh, Mark said his electricity went down. Waiting for the router to reconnect. Okay, so we'll continue to go through the analysis since the power went out in Portugal. Um, and then this 4-2 I didn't like because it gives the 1-6, right? And you're basically giving him two numbers to kind of get out of your ability to cube him. That's why I like 9-3 better, so he doesn't get paid as much on 1-6. Rolled 6-5. And then this 3-2 I would have doubled because I said 3-1, there's some numbers here, double threes, where you can just really, really, really get hurt. So how big of a cube was that one? Yeah, that one was a lot bigger. It's an 89 blunder to kind of miss that one. And then this 4-1, maybe there was a better way to go about doing this, 16-11, to avoid, I guess, double threes. But yeah, double threes kills you here. And this 5-1, he did the pick and pass, which wins more gammons, maybe. I don't know. He should just take 2 off and just play for the gammon normally. I guess the problem is what happened is he fanned and then left a shot, right? And that gave him extra winning chances. All right, let's see if Mark is back. It does not look like he is yet. He's waiting for the router to come back on. Let's look at game 3 here. We won't get the ability to kind of do this very often, so let's click through while we're waiting. Nothing really happened in that game. This game was very short. 4-1, 4-1, 5-2 is forced. Double 6 is basically forced. 3-2, 3, 6-4, 5-1. Yeah, covering, of course. Like I said, if you have a blot on the 1, you want to cover it. 13-8 would have been a 4% error. 13-7, 3-2. All seems pretty forced. Double 1 switches. 6-1. This hit here, I guess, is clear. And then this 6-3. I said I would have come out on this one. Instead of laying everything down, I just don't like getting trapped back here. And similar, just kind of hope to control, get off these things. 5-1, okay. Nothing too crazy. Double 5s. Wow, the best play was to slot the 5 there. That's difficult. 4-2. And then this 5-4. What was it better to do? Leave the shot and double slot like this. Wow, that's wild. Okay, it looks like Mark is back. And double ones here was just 13-9, just playing from the window to the wall. All right, well, let's go back here. And we'll let Mark back in.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me just.
Mark is back. The power went out in Portugal. We'll just wait here for the next match to start. There they are. I was looking somewhere else. All right. Must have a 1-6 from the roof. I like hitting because hitting is like a tempo play maybe to stop him from making the 5 point. And you have this funny stack here. But splitting, since Mark did it, is probably okay as well. You know? Double twos. This makes the 5 point. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the second match of a potential 8 in the final 8 of the online UBC 2025 tournament. I am your commentator, Justin Knoll, professional backgammon player. Apparently, I'm a commentator as well, and coach from London. From New York, currently living in London. Almost forgot where I was from. Double ones is a great shot, and this makes the bar. Wow, I guess we make the point and step up. This seems reasonable. I guess we don't have to leave the shot, but I do like making the 5 prime. Mochi's asking why he can't throw money into the stream. You are so good. That's very nice of you to say. I don't know why donations aren't turned on. Yes, I wish there was a way to show the pass score, but we have run out of room on the screen. And this has to be a pass, right? With the third guy back on the 24. I don't like this. I mean, is this passable? 12 pips with the goalkeeper back there? Doesn't look great. Because you kind of have to. It's hard to access this race. My first instinct was pass, so I think I'm going to just stick with that. And if Kentaro takes, I might be wrong. Generally, when I go against my normal instinct is where I make the biggest mistakes because yeah, it just seems like, and if it feels like it's that bad, it probably is. And then you make the 9 here. You don't make the 2 because making the 2 point is fairly weak. Double 6 is fairly strong though. Is this the play? I guess you don't want to leave a shot. And I think you have to make the anchor now, just so you can take this cube over making the 5, where I think maybe this is harder to take. I don't know. You get the stick, though, that's for sure. In double 5s, blitzed. And without an anchor, there'll be some trouble, but now there is an anchor. A lot less trouble. Oh, I forgot this isn't even on my channel, so I wouldn't even be able to accept the donations. That's fine. Well, I mean, Mochi, you've got my Venmo, you know? Ah, 6-3 is shot time, and if there is a 2, no 2. 4-1 just makes it and steps up. Now if there's a 5 or a 3-2, and there's a 5 and it covers, and here I play on, there's no downside now. I would just make the 1, to be honest. Yeah, looks awkward otherwise. 3-1, 6-5, 6-4. All right. It's funny, Mark had this exact same structure in a previous game where he had 3 checkers on the 6 and 4 on the 5 with a closed board. It looked funny then. It looked funny now. This is awkward as well. And maybe you just double since you win like less than 3% gammons anyway, and you could roll something dumb. Mark agrees. I definitely do, Dice Man. You also have my Venmo. I know because I've paid you losing uh, bets when I've bet on matches that we've watched on stream before, you know? I've been, oh, 4-5. What a shot. 4-1 just makes the 5 point. Great shot. Double twos. I like this, blocking the point 6 away. You're up a smidge, but you would really like to stop him from rolling boxes, right? And I think this idea allows more contact from the 13, but I probably don't like it as much as just doing this. Not exactly sure why. It just looks a little better to me. 5-2. We could double slot, or we could do this and just slot the 4. Both of them look normal. This one comes out. And now I would just triple slot the 3 and the 5 and then hope to make my board. I don't like this. I do not like that at all. We'll put that on the record. Double 4s, okay. So this catches up in the race and just makes the 5. And so, you know, black just builds their board and white waits to roll a number like 6-5 or some double to not leave a shot. Double 4s, okay. I guess I bring all 3 checkers in from the 8. I probably would for the crossovers. I don't know. What's the other play? This one? I mean, I'm not doing this one. Then if I hit the guy, I mean, he leaves a shot. I can't even hit him. So anything that destroys my board, I am against. I mean, you're up 15. Maybe he's concerned about the score implications with doubling. 2 away, 5 away, his take point is like 23.5%, which is actually higher than what it is for money, but you want to get close to that 23.5% before doubling, unlike what you would do for money. So Mark was at this point before 1 away, Crawford 5 away in the previous match and lost. Can Kentaro do it again? He's up in the race, so I'm not sure if he wants to leave the shot. Double 3s. This just plays, I don't know, 3 down maybe? Stepping up seems to be okay. This points on him. 5-3. Is that better than entering with the 3 and playing the 5? I would look at that one. But maybe if he rolls a 6 and makes the prime, it's difficult to get out. And here you just have to slot. I do like slotting. I'm not sure exactly why, but it just looks a little bit better to me with the blot there at the score. I think it just wins more games with the slotting play. And you don't have to worry about losing a gammon or getting. So I just think it wins more games. Now we're in this situation where we would have been much better off actually if we had just slotted and gotten away with it. 2-1. I mean, this hits and makes the point, and then you cross your fingers, and 2-1 hits back. Oh, and he fans. Double 3s. This makes the 2 point, and now we have 1 left, so maybe we just step up. This seems okay. Double 1s kills you. Oh my gosh, I called it. I spoke it into existence again. Why do I always do that? It's so rude of me. Wow, what do you do here? This is sixes and ones. I guess fours might hit, but this might have a better future as far as winning is concerned. You don't have to worry about losing a gammon either at the score. So maybe this play wins the most games, unless he rolls a six, I guess. 3-1, okay. Mark does have a game. 3-5 just comes out. 6-4 hits and lifts. Makes sense. 3-2. Guess we just play 13-11. I don't break my board for anyone. Double fives. That is a shot, Lever. That is a shot. This is only 11 numbers. If you do this and make the 2, it's 11 plus some. Oh, and he hits some. All right, he's not coming out, just going for the priming play. I would feel a little funny about that. Oh, the 1-6. 3-1. 3-2, okay. And 6-1 just comes out again, challenging that checker. And double twos. Now I slot the bar. 4-3. 6-5. I guess we just make the 6 prime and wait for something good to happen. Maybe he's thinking about clearing the 6 or something. I wouldn't. I need that as a landing spot. This looks okay. I mean, it looks stripped, which I don't love. He could just play to the ace point again. He doesn't need to leave the point slotted if he wants to maintain the flexibility in the position, right? He could just play 4-1, which leaves the extra spares, and double fives crunches the board. 6-3, I guess you stay back. And 4-1, okay. It gets a little ugly. Not like it was beautiful to begin with. 6-1, shot time. 4, no 4. Mm. So if you break your board, where are you gaining? Yeah. Oh, I guess you gain on double fours. But you just roll double six. It's possible. Another double would certainly help. 4-2, 5-4. And if does he miss at all? No miss yet. 6-2. Okay. And we're going to get another game. This is eerily reminiscent of the match that happened before. Cube happens. 6-3 just runs past the heavy point. 6-4 makes the advanced anchor. 4-1 comes down and slots. 6-2 just slots the 5 point. And now, ooh, not ideal. Makes the 4. Okay. Does he run out or does he make the point? Very interesting choice, whether or not to run out or make the point there. I know making the 5 seemed good, but it looked like he could just cover the 5 and then you're pretty well trapped. And then, of course, double ones was really strong. That would be an interesting one to see later. Do 1. Yikes. 1 enters, 4 hits, and 5-2. 2 covers, 5 hits, and Kintaro was in trouble. Thank you all for tuning in today. If you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, helps out the YouTube algorithm and allows people to find this sort of content, even if they didn't know they were looking for it. Double fours, what an amazing shot. And if he rolls, yeah, you got to hit, right? Oh, 2-4, what an amazing shot. And can he roll a 6? He rolls a 1-6, the absolute best. 5-2. Can he roll another 6? Not yet. Not yet. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we go to the 1 point to absorb another 5. That seems like a reasonable play. Can he roll a 6? No. 5, 3 is awkward. 2, 1. He needs a 6 now. 5, 1. Oh. And he can't come off the anchor either. He still can't roll a 6. And this has to come out and cover the outfield a bit more. And now he rolls a 6 with a 6, 1. Okay. And he gets hit with a 4. 1, 6. Not a 2, 6. You want to come off your anchor at some point. I like this. And he hits him again. Okay. And he slots the back of the prime. This does make sense. And he makes the 6 prime. Because this play wins the most games. I'm not sure if you know this, but 6 primes win games. I've got a video called that on my YouTube channel. I know it sounds basic, but it's very true. The link to my YouTube channel was just dropped in the chat. Thank you, whoever did that. Very nice. I will be running a contest there for free lessons with me once I hit 3,000 subscribers on there. So please go subscribe today. Justin Noel plays BG on YouTube. And barring some sort of catastrophe, it looks like Mark is going to win this one. 5-4 makes the point. Thank you for subscribing. Very nice. Double fives. Okay. So there is an outside chance. A very outside chance. 2, 1. He's going to need doubles. Double ones. That's almost as good as double 6. 6, 1. 4, 1. All right. He's going to need another double. Double twos. Oh, and Mark puts the nail in the coffin, and now it comes down to the PR. And Mark loses the PR again. Kintaro plays in the ones again. Absolutely astonishing stuff. His first match he played at a 1.1. This one he played at a 1.3. So Kintaro has 3 points and Mark has 1 in a race to whoever reaches 9 first. Kintaro is winning the average PR by quite a bit right now, or shall I say median PR, because that is what we've been judging, is the median PR, not the total average as far as this tournament is concerned. The cube comes flying. 4-1 pick and pass. 5-3 just covers. 4-1's a double hitter. 6-1 hits on the 2 and covers the 1. And 5-1, okay. Kintaro was able to anchor. Very strong. And he needs a 3. He rolls a 3. I guess you have to hit. The alternatives cause you to lose. And he fans sick. Okay, so now he's thinking about the redouble, but he is losing the race by 18 pips. So I would probably hold off. He could cover, Mark could roll a 1 and still take, I think. And in these instances, I think that's when I would wait, right? Is that if I can do this and he can enter and still take, 5-1, and this hits. And now he's considering it again, and he fans. And what is this? Oh my God, this is such a sick roll. He has to come out and then bury another checker on the 1. I mean, you can't double slot your board, right? That would just be sick. And if he didn't double before, it's hard for me to see how he doubles now. But now he can cube. And this game is over, I think. I would pass because I pay when I lose. And if I have to pay when I lose, I don't take games I don't think I have a good chance of coming back in. So if you stare at the race and say I'm down 20 pips, you get scared and double. Don't forget to double this. Kitaro's thinking, am I too good? He can't be thinking it's a no double because I'm passing. And if I'm passing, because I like to take, by the way, there you go. And I don't think Mark can take this, by the way. I think this game is over. I am Trex521 says nice commentary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 5-6. Okay. Does he have a cube now at the score, trailing? I wasn't sure about Mark's last cube. I didn't really have much time to think about it, but this one looks borderline. Is that a song? 6-2 is a double hitter. And now he points. And he certainly would have lost his market there. 6-5 hits on the 2 point, I think. Just go for the blitz, and he rolls 2-1. Okay. Well, he has some life, and some life is better than no life. It must be better than death. I think. I've never been dead, so I don't know. And I hope to not ever be. Huh. Okay, 5-4 makes the point. That loses some games, though. Interesting. Okay, thank you. Greetings from Istanbul. Very nice. I've been there a couple times. Biggest tournament in the world, I believe, is held there. The Estabder tournament, which I went to one year. Had a great time there. Probably one of the more fun tournaments I've ever been to. I think it was like a triple elimination sort of tournament, which was really nice. Gave you a lot of opportunity to play in the 6-5 hits. 2-1. Okay, so he's in a double anchor game. I don't call this a back game. I call back games like those are more like deep double anchor games to me, like 3-2, 3-1, 1-2. These are just double anchor games to me. I think they play differently than deep double anchor games, so I don't use the same word for them or the same term. There's a distinction there for how I'm going to play it as black and as white. Problem with making the bar, of course, is that you're going to have to break it, which is what he's thinking about. Do I really want to make this if I'm going to have to break this sometime soon? 4-3. Okay. He's got himself a game. He does not want to have to leave a shot here. Double 5, slots makes the 3 and plays this one in. This seems okay. And 6-2, what a perfect number. 6-3, okay. He could still leave a shot here. 6-1 does it. Anything else? 6-5, I guess, would have done it as well. Not double 5s, that doesn't move, which is, I guess, okay, but not as good as clearing it. 4-3 picks up the 6 point. You do not want to take 2 off here. That would be a play that loses way too many games, and you might just win a gammon anyway. Or 1, I like this, making it even on the outside. 6 prime. And he makes the point. I think you make the point. Okay, maybe you can rip it. Let's see what ripping it looks like. This does get you even, but probably loses some games. And after this play, you don't lose any games, and you still might lose a gammon, so I do prefer this. 3-1, turns the corner. Double ones, okay, doesn't save a roll. 5-1 brings it in. And now if he rolls a 1, oh, but not 6-2, okay. I said, or some 2s. Double 5s, blitzes. And he fans, and white doubles. And this is still a take. And 6-5 just comes out and down. I like this. You could also play 2 down, but I think out and down was better. Oh, you could make the bar and the 20-point anchor or the 5. I do like this. 6-3 makes the point. And I guess you recube. Right? Why not? Don't you want to play this position for the match? I think so. It's got failed blitzing structure on the other side of the board. You've got really strong priming structure on your side. Is this takeable? Does he win 25% here? Sheesh. I guess without gammon losses, maybe he wins 25%, but that one seemed tough. That one seemed very tough. 4-1. He's thinking about slotting the 4, but I'm not sure because you're not losing the race, but it would be nice to secure that before hopping off your anchor, but what happens if he rolls that ace? What happens if you do this as well? Now you have to cover, and I guess the 5 slots the 1. You could also go to the deuce. Those are the only 2 options, really. But you have to cover. And now he's regretting slotting, I guess. 6-5. This comes out with both, I think. I don't like staying behind 4 primes. I'm going to pay off to 5-2 and double twos. If he rolls it, he rolls it. But, I mean, if he rolls double twos, it's not good for you anyway. So I think I just come out with both. Someone in the chat says the power went out in Portugal. First line of a great novel. I agree. Oh my gosh, and he rolls the double twos. Mark can't even believe it. He had to orchestrate it. Just kidding, obviously. Live dice are sick. Online dice are sick as well. All dice are sick. Oh, oh, he has to hit, doesn't he? He has to hit, but how do you hit? You hit here. You come out and hit on the 3. Oi. You could come out and hit on the 3. I mean, this leaves 20 direct numbers. The other way leaves fewer direct numbers, but way more blots. Like if you get hit here and he enters and hits somebody, you are donezo. So maybe I prefer this because I can survive a hit. Kind of. 4-2. 2-1. We just play 2-1. All right, 6-1. I like this. Double 4s. Okay. Just make the 2-point, right? And just hope for some bad luck for your opponent. Wait, is that better than just clearing the point? Okay, maybe. 4-1. 4-1 just covers. 6-5 covers. 5-2. Okay. Oh, and double 6, he has to run, but now he takes a 1-pip race lead. But Kentaro's on roll. Double 2s, and he rips 2 off. 2 and then 3, filling in the gap. Double 1s. Kentaro Oh, double ones. He missed the opportunity to take the lead, but 2-1 for Mark. Sick. 5-2. Kintaro must be a favorite now. Double fives. He's no longer a favorite. 6-4. And double fives again for Mark. Oh my gosh. But Mark wins the PR. Absolutely sick. That's a great first PR win for Mark, tying up the match 3-3 going into the fourth match here. If Mehmet wants to send me the PR averages so far, that would be great. So he's anchored. He is up a ton in the race, by the way. So Kintaro's thinking about the cube. I think he thinks the take is easy, so maybe he was thinking about whether or not he should or should not double. Maybe Mark's thinking about whether he should beaver. But there's no beavering in match play, of course. 6-4. This just, I think I would make the outside point, guys. He already has an anchor. I doubled because of my race lead, maybe, not because I'm going to blitz a guy that has an anchor. So I think I just make the 9 and just play the race. I don't love that, but it might be right. 3-1. I lift that, by the way. I'm not trying to get gammoned, Mark. I know you see the 4 duplication, but don't get gammoned. I mean, this wins more, no doubt about it, but it does get gammoned quite a bit more, too. More blots is not better, and the guy rolls double 4s. And guess who doesn't own the site? Kintaro. 3-6. Oh, and another 3. Now double 3s, switch, and then down with another one. 3-6. Okay, the 3 hits for sure. And I guess the 6 comes out. I like this. This is fine. And he rolls another 6. What is going on here? 5-2. Double 4s, and this enters, and this hits twice. It can hit twice, or you could make the 4. Very tough decision. Hitting twice means you can't get hit back, really. That seems okay. 4, and then 3 just lifts this outside guy. We don't want to tempt the dice gods. Now we're just going to try to tiptoe this game home. 6-3. Can I re-roll? What is this? Yeah, I mean, it seems like the only play, I guess. But he's going to need better numbers than that. 5-4, okay. And maybe we come off one of the anchors. Yeah, I like this. Don't want to get trapped back there. This, oh, what are we doing now? We could enter with the 4 and hit with the 6 on the 2 point, or we could hit here, giving up the anchor, which I hadn't really seen or considered. Worried giving up the anchor, but it seems to be okay. And this makes the 15. I don't know. I like the look of the other one better when we came out with both. Something about that, you know, if they hit you, they're going to be in front of you. You have a lot of chances to hit back. Hitting is 2 blots. 2 blots is a lot. especially when the guy has you outboarded by so much. I have a hard time playing with a lot of blots when the guy has me outboarded by a lot, and I'm just hoping to kind of tiptoe home. He did have a stack of checkers on the 8 point, which might make it a good play. I just need more time to think about those things, though. Double ones, fans. And this 3-1, does he have to hit? I mean, does he have to hit? I mean, you might have to hit. 6-2, he said anyway. This also hits if you want it to. It also comes out. You're not really winning the race. How is everyone doing in the chat today? Who do you think is going to win this matchup? It's tied right now, 3 points each. If you think Kintaro's going to win, throw a 1 in the chat. If you think Mark is going to win, throw a 2 in the chat. 6-5's a hitter. Double fives. Very strong. It's interesting. I mean, he is up quite a bit. I would have to look at also making the 6 point instead of this. But of course, this is better for the race, or it was. I don't know. I like making the 5, of course. You could make the 7 and switch, but maybe you like him being on that point. Or 1 picks and passes. 4-2 enters. He needs a number that's going to point on him. 6-4 is not ideal. So after the play, you're going to be up 5 pips. I don't think you can. Can you do this? Very easily taken by Kentaro. Any fans? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Guess you don't want to just make the 1 point because you leave too many blots in the outfield. 6-4 is a shot lever. Does he roll a 1? He does not. 5-4. I think Kentaro is winning the PR so far. His first match was a 1.1, then a 1.3, then a 2 point something. I think Mark played 2 threes and then a 1. All right. Is leading for, I think, the third time. 1 away, Crawford, 4 away, which must be nice. I don't know about that. There's a chance you could get away with slotting in the previous position. 5-4. 2-1 is a shot. We just play 6-3, I think. You could also play 13-10, which is interesting. Okay, we just make the 4. Hope to be missed. We are missed again. That's nice. 5-4 covers. I think. Where's the 4? What else are you going to do? 4-3 covers. Oh, and he doesn't roll a 6. Okay, so we. Wow, this is like must be the worst possible roll. I'm not giving him 6s, am I? So I guess I'm just playing 6 to 5. I mean, I know 6s would be duplicated, but like, what's the upside of me giving him a 6? No. You got to come out, right? Just seems too ridiculous to not come out. And then you could make this, but everything could leave a shot next roll. 1-4 hits back. And where does this go? Okay, he wants to give himself a cover. 1-2. You could also go to the 13 and leave fewer blots. I like the cover. Oh my gosh, and it's a double hit. How nasty is that? And this should hit twice. Boom, boom. And now a 5 to cover. No, 6 out. And the oh, it does cover. Sorry, I missed that it covered. Of course you have to cover. 6-2. Guess you're just trying to avoid double 5s here. Someone asked me, Justin, when is the Akiko series coming out? Well, that is something that does need to be worked on. I did film a series with Akiko playing my friend Abe the Snake Masari in New York, where they played a similar format to Mochi versus Abe and ZZ versus Abe, which are cash games that are on my YouTube channel. Might be like the first cash games on YouTube. No, it's not the first heads up cash game. Maybe it is. No, we have a Chouette on there though. I think might have been the first. But yeah, they played a series of games against each other, which I thought was really good. I guess I'm the only one who's seen it though. We're gonna take a few minute break here. And maybe Mark won't be leading 1 away Crawford 4 away next match like he did in at least 3 of the 4 so far. Oh, and Kentaro plays another 1.98 and Mark plays a 7. Now let's take a look at what caused that analysis. Marcus King says, really enjoying the stream and commentary. Thank you to all involved. Well, thank you. So let's see what happened here in these two games. 6-4 makes the point. 5-3. Best is in with the 3, down with the 5. Okay. 6-3 hits. 4-3 hits. Double 5s makes the point. 6-4. He doubled. This was a no double. Very easy take. 6-4 did hit. Nice play, Kentaro. I would have made the 9, I think. Or 2, double 1s. 3-1. Just lifting it, right? Why are you trying to get gammoned, right? I think his play is the best play at DMP, but I think this play just gets gammoned too much. Double 4s, fantastic shot. 5-3. 3-6. Double 3s. You're telling me Mark won this game. And this double 4s here. So he's supposed to enter, hit twice, and slot the 7. Okay. And what was this? What did he do here? Oh, he could hit and go to the 8. Yeah. Yeah, that was a big one, actually. Volunteering another shot. 4-1. And this 4-3, yeah, right? We can't play with more blots when the guy has us outboarded. We said that. And this 6-2 we had to hit because the race. Anytime I have a decision between like this and that, I have to go, well, what is the race, right? The race is like the deciding factor in a lot of these. Double ones, right? We can make the 7 and switch. I mentioned this. 6-4, right? We could leave no shots. Look at the board, right? I made this mistake actually against Mark in one of our matches. Double. This is a no double. All right, let's get back to this. Let's collect our 800 free Galaxy coins and add it to our 10 million coin total here. Mark messaged me. Modem had to restart. Okay. Where are the players? Are they coming back online? John Gamiliuson says, nice work, Justin. It's 3:25 in the morning here. I need to go back to sleep. I know, but it's difficult when two good players are playing and you've got me on commentary screaming in your ears. I am not a relaxing person to listen to. Have they started? No, Mark is gone. All right. I'm gonna message Mark. Um, be right back. Continue the stream. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, if anyone is interested in backgammon lessons with me, Justin Knoll, please feel free to send me an email at justin@backgammonuniversity.com. I'm gonna go grab another drink. I'll be right back. Well, I am back. All right, let's message Mark. And the median error rates so far are 2.74 for Mark Olsen, which is fantastic, of course. But Kentaro is playing a 1.66, which is better. Um, wild stuff, wild stuff. And I'm back, so they can start whenever, and we will be then good to go. All right. Thank you all for tuning in today. Just like the Jay-Z song goes, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. So thank you from Backgammon Galaxy. If you haven't, please go download the app from the App Store. You can also play it on desktop, which is where I'm watching it from. It's how I normally play most of the time as well. I'm assuming they're going to be starting in the next minute or so. Just had to message them back that they can start, of course, anytime now. And I think the match is tied. Is that right? 4 points each? They're just waiting for Kentaro to create the code. We have a good day of streaming so far. Can't ask for much more than this. How is everyone in the chat doing? And there they are. All right. 6-5 and 5-2 just plays safe, of course. And 6-3 turns the corner. Yeah, that way, not the other way. Double four is okay. This seems okay. And then making the four, I guess. Maybe keeping another blocking point in front of those back two points. I guess that's possible. I might have just made the four and the two, but maybe this is better. Eric Peterson in the chat. Nice to see you today. I will be in New York, Eric, but just after the tournament. Be there from like the 20th to the 25th. I'm doing a few events there in New York. I do events here in London as well, and I can fly, of course, anywhere to do these, lectures, play, all sorts of stuff. So if anyone is ever interested in something like that for your club or for a tournament, feel free to reach out to me. I always have fun doing stuff like that. Double twos, okay, and this makes the 11. 2-3 just runs out. He's up 10 pips in the race, and 3-6 makes the 5. The race is even, basically, so I wouldn't do anything drastic. The gas match is tomorrow, actually. So that will be 1 p.m. London time, which I think is then, what, 8 a.m. in New York? And we're in a very close race now. 6-3. Okay. Do you fill in the 5? Or do you just play off the stack? I guess maybe you'll have some numbers to help fill in the 5 a bit better on your next shake. This brings 2 in, helps to fill in the 5, puts another checker on the 4. Mark is up 5 pips in this race. The point of last take, I believe, is like 8. So he's looking like maybe this is a cube. Could be very close. 6-1. 4-3. All right. And Kintaro now takes the lead. Kind of. That gap on the 4 is the worst place to have a gap in a race like this. But taking 3 off and filling it in. Double threes for Mark. 6-1. Okay. Double twos. He's got nothing yet as far as recubes are concerned. 1-4. Does he have anything now? Down 3 pips on roll? I guess not. 2-3. He must have something now. There you go. And you're only down a pip, Mark. Can you pass this? Isn't it funny that we like play some of these games so well, and then we get down to like 3 checkers each on both sides of the board, and sometimes we just go, I don't know. Nice, Eric. Yeah, feel free to give me a call. What is the point of last take there on that? Yeah, that was tricky. Um, yeah, feel free to give me a call, Eric. I'll be in town from like the 20th to the late on the 25th. My flight is like, I don't know, like 10 p.m. to come back to London. Double fours, what a shot. Maybe you make the 2 and play 1 down, or maybe you can make the 9 point with 3 checkers. Interesting. Interesting. Very difficult choice. This just makes the double anchor. Fortuitous. And where's the tuitous? I don't see it. There you go. That way I see it. And 3-2 just misses. Do you just play 2 down from there instead of playing safe? Maybe you just play 13-11, 13-9 and just give the shot because of the blot on the 2 now, and you have a double anchor game, right? So you keep everything spread out and say, hit me. Or you're like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone when he goes down into the basement for the second time, where the oven starts to make that sound again, the stove down there, and he goes, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. You've got a double anchor, and there's a blot in his board. What are you worried about, right? Now imagine, yes, this is my idea. Apparently, also Kintaro's idea. Kintaro is very good at backgammon. 5-6. Hits back, 4-6. Just covers. Yeah, I like this. 4-3. And another 4-6. Double threes hits back. And okay, you could come out or you could slot. You could also come down again, but maybe slotting is an idea. But, you know, if you get away with this, you're going to need to come out, right? Yeah, it doesn't seem unreasonable. 3s, 1s, 7s, 11s hit. 2-6, the worst. Entering. 6-5 makes the point. Am I missing it? Oh, you can make the prime as well. I am missing it then. But it freezes the checkers to put them on the roof. But do you really want to blitz when you have so many guys back? Such a great choice. What a difficult decision. Because you generally want to blitz a single back checker. But, you know, blitzing allows him to stop him from making the 4, right? If he makes the 4, you could be in some crap. Now he has to make the 4. What is this? Make the 4. There you go. That doesn't look too bad to me. 1 and then 2. Yep. I'd split off the point. Really? Okay. I guess I would have 2 on the roof. Kintaro only has 1. Ooh, interesting. Whether or not he should have doubled there. He rolls a 2. He would have lost his market by a mile, and he's trailing. Hey, you've lost your market by a mile now, right? Still gonna pass, probably. Maybe he didn't lose his market by that much, I guess, if he's thinking this much about it, with all the checkers where they are. But I mean, he could have just rolled a 2 immediately. I would have doubled long time ago. Right when the threat of the 2 was there, I would have doubled, by the way, because the 2 is a market loss. Double 2s, this makes the 4, and you're trailing. So, I mean, imagine You just roll a 2 immediately and pick up 4 points there. That would have been fantastic. 5-1, okay. Double 1 steps up. You have to make the better anchor and just play 4-3. Yes, it says in the chat that is the link to my Backgammon YouTube channel. Justin Knoll, Nowell, plays BG. I will be doing a giveaway of some free lessons to subscribers when I hit 3,000 subs. So go over there and subscribe there. If you haven't yet, of course, subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel as well. They do so much for the backgammon game. I certainly appreciate it. Wow, you have to come out, right? He's got 2 blots in his board. The race is kind of tied. This doesn't seem that bad. It's going to be hard for him to hit you. Paro doubles. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the problem. Can you take this? I mean, you're losing in every aspect of this game, right? Down in the race, you're still behind a 5 prime. Even if he misses you, you're still behind a 5 prime. Six five. I think you gotta stay. I mean, you're not even winning the race. Double ones, okay, that's a good shot, actually. The other side of the dice would have been better, but, you know. Double threes breaks his board, which is not great. 4-3, okay. And 5-4, you should just come out with both, I think. Your board is broken. You know, so like, what are you waiting for a shot for if you can't even win if you hit it because your board's already busted? Five. Doubles. And if he rolls an ace, there's a sweat. Nope, no sweat, no sweat, no sweat. Kentaro wins. 1 away, Crawford 4 away. Okay. So match winning chances for the trailer, I think it's like 19% here. 5-1 hits. 6-4. I guess I just make the 7 point. Seems reasonable. Make the 14. Just come out. I like this. I don't like abandoning that checker back there. Might be right, but feels a bit weird because that guy's all alone now. Two down, you're up in the race, right? 8 pips. Mark has himself a 10 pip or now 2 pip lead after this, and 2-1 not good enough. 5-4. Now Kintaro's taken over. Mark is the first one off. Double ones. Double fives for Kintaro. 4-2, okay. Mark's going to need some big numbers here. That's some help, but big numbers back. 4-2 misses, the worst. He had a really, really good chance there, and now he has to play for what? 6-1. Ah, terrible roll. And who wins the PR point here? If Kintaro wins the PR point, 0.93. Wow. He doesn't even seem phased. Absolutely insane PRs. So Kintaro must be up 2 points now in a race to 9. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't yet, please smash the like button and subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. We have Mark Olsen here, CEO of Backgammon Galaxy, versus a very, very strong Kentaro Meisho from Japan. I mean, with the PRs he's been putting up today, he would be winning against anybody. Double six. And in this type of game, right, one side is just waiting for a shot, the other side is just trying to clear whoever's up in the race, but it's very, very close here. I mean, they're within what? I guess 10 pips of each other. 5-4 is not great. Make the one this way. I like it. Keeps the spare on the outside so he doesn't have to leave a shot with his next 6. Taro leads this match right now 6-4 in a race to 9. He's also winning the average PR. Mark is going to need to win some matches and win some PRs in order to take this down. And now Mark can double? Yeah, Mark can double. For sure he can double. He's up enough in the race. Plus, there's wastage on the other side. The other guy's what, waiting for a shot, and his board's already broken. So you give him the thing and let Kintaro work out whether or not, Mark can even get around. Right? Because your race is kinda cooked. Because it says 9 pips, but it's worse than that. So now he's thinking contact value. How many shots do I get? How many times doesn't he get around, right? Will the CEO of Backgammon Galaxy roll a 6-4? Will he roll, 2-1, double ones? Will he roll double threes? Will he not get around, right? The market loss comes when he does get around. Double fives. He's catching up in this race. Double fours for Mark. All right, Mark looks like he's going to take a lead here. Double six, of course, of course. Two down. Makes the 5. Makes the, wow, that's ugly. 13-8 and slot the 2. I mean, this is like, yeah, I was going to say this is almost a cube, but I guess it is a cube. Antaro makes the priming play instead of making the 2-point. Just because of the blot in his board, his opponent's blot, which he now has. 2, 3, and one more. I guess he makes the outside point 4-3 just in case this happens. Yeah, I like making the 20 point here. What else would we do? No, what? Why? All right, this is the first play he's made I don't understand, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. He's been playing like ones the whole day, so it makes me second guess myself. But I would have just made the 20-point anchor. I don't think I could have broken the outside point to hit there. And I have to harp on it because every other play he's made has been right. Can't play a 0.93. I mean, this play might also be right because he made it. It makes me second guess everything. It's crazy. 3, 5. He has no 5. He has to, what, hit twice? How can you not hit that guy? Maybe you just hit twice. He had 2 on the bar, Mochi said. Yeah, I don't know. It is moving very, very quickly. He slotted the bar to try to make it, and now he does get to make it. 1, 2. 3, 1 makes the outside point, and it's a good thing he made the bar. 6, 4 hits. 5, 2 hits back. I like Black's position here. But he keeps fanning on these 2-point boards. Where's the 5? I mean, 3 and then 1 just covers. 3, 4 just picks this up. 3, 6, okay. Oh. This has to like still be too good, right? Double 5s. This hits. Unsavory. 6, 5 fans again. How many times is he going to do that? 3, 6 just comes out. That 1 hits. I don't know if there's a reason to make the 10. Is there a reason to make the 10? Could we just go to the 13? I know that gets hit with double 4s, though. Mortez in the chat says, I'm tired of too many doubles. Well, in order to correct how many doubles there are, the only way to do that would be to actually rig the dice, which we cannot do. I think there was a website back in the day that had like complaints there was just too many doubles, which is just normal distribution actually. It just feels very strange when you're playing online and the game goes so quickly. And so they had to actually rig the dice in order to make players feel like the game was not rigged, which is strange, right? This is the story I hear, though. 2, that looks okay. I think you just win a gammon every time you don't lose this game. So what play wins the most games? I would just play 4 to 2. I wouldn't take it off again. I don't know. I just feel like I'm like running out of 2s and 3s. 4 2, okay, that's a fantastic roll. Double 4s, great for the gammons. Double 5s, great for the gammon, but you could lose. 5 4, he gets missed. 5 3. Now 5 1, he just stays on the point because there is no backgammon value at the score. And Mark wins the match. And he wins the PR with a 0.83. Sick. Sick, Mark. Sick. Now tied 6 to 6. Who are you rooting for in the chat? Can I get a 1 for Kentaro Meijo? Or can I get a 2 for Mark Olsen? Who are you rooting for? The series is now tied, 6 points each. You can see Marcus feeling himself. Kentaro looks the same. Unaffected one way or the other. Yeah, that's interesting. I like making the 5. Making the 5 seems pretty good, but you do have 4 guys back. So you could hit and make the 5, which I think I like. I see 1s. I see 2s. 1 for Kentaro, 2 for Mark. Who do you like in this challenge here? 5-1. 4-3 is just down, makes the point. So he gets hit with 11s, 10s, and what is this? No, 10s, 9s, and 8s, but not that number apparently. 5-3 is blocked. Mochi says Kintaro is famous for not moving an inch in live action. People often think that the camera is frozen because he doesn't move. It could look like actually that he doesn't move. I'm going to try to focus on the actual eyes to see if they move. Oh, I saw him blink. Okay, so he really is there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the 4 ends up being a bit funny. Hmm. Is it safer to play 6-2? There's only 11 numbers. The other way must be way more than 11 numbers. But he rolls it. He would have been hit anyway, but it would have been more blots. This he can at least try to survive. 5-6 just comes around to the 7 point, I guess. I don't know what else you would do. If he plays the 6 first and then he considers the 5, I guess you could play it out to the 18, but I don't know. Seems interesting. 1-3, great roll. 4-3, even better. 1-2 enters. If he doubles, can you take this? I mean, yeah. Look, it's just his whole thing has to break. I mean, you're down 33 pips on the roof against a 5 point board. It doesn't feel good, so I think I'm gone. 6-4 just runs against an opening 3-1. This just makes the 4 point. Double 5s comes down and makes the 3. That seems reasonable. And he's slotting the bar. Yeah, I like this instead of splitting. I think that's really strong. 4-3, I guess you just keep the same sort of play going, trying to just make it. Now everything makes it, yeah? I mean, except for the number he rolls. Oh, and I'm right. It doesn't make the bar. But it's just good. And does he have anything out of 4-away score here? It's interesting, actually, because of the blot outside. 4-away score. If he rolls a 6, it might be very good, but he doesn't, of course, and he just plays 13-9, not really wanting to slot it. And now, can white double? Hmm, that's an interesting choice. Could have made the 2, could have covered the 1. He came out, which I'm not sure about. That'd be interesting as well. They all think that last cube was a take, and if Mochi thinks so, seems reasonable. I'd have to take a look myself. That would be a very difficult one for the last game. Double 2s comes up and down. Mark thinks that could have been too good. Trying to make him second guess himself. 6-1 hits. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. 5-2. 2-1, okay. Is he stepping all the way up? Maybe 13-10? Maybe stepping up to the 20 is fine. Might have played 13-10, try to give myself more numbers to make the 9 or make the 7 or something. I don't double this or anything that looks like that. I mean, 4-2, okay. 6-1 gives him a chance to hit again. Maybe the 4 steps up here. Gives himself a chance to run out with a spare checker. I like this. 3-5. 4-1, okay, not great. Hits and makes, yeah, hits, okay. Hmm. There's the 6. And here's a double shot anyway. So, I mean, yeah, difficult. And what is this? 5s, 1s, and 6s from the roof? What if you come out and hit with the 3 on your inner board? Can we look at that? Can we look at coming out and hitting with the 3 in your inner board? Set that one up for me. So you'll, oh, that's still 6s and 1s as well, then the 3s from the roof. So I would have to really go through this and count what's happening here. This is also just a ton of shots. Um, mm, what? He didn't come out again? Why not come out? There must be a reason. But this can be doubled now. Frank Friedland says lunch break is over. See you guys. Well, I'm glad you were here with us during your lunch break. Before you go, Frank, can you smash the like button, please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Frank. Anyone else as well, please smash the like button, subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. He got the cube through. Mark is happy that he has this lead here. Score is now 3 away, 4 away in his favor. 3 away, 4 away. I think the match winning chances there are 57% for Mark, 43 for the other side. That's before the game starts, which is not a huge lead, which means that point isn't worth all that much. I would play down again. Is he double hitting? I guess maybe because you have the 2-point made. Mark really needs an ace here. I can't guarantee that we can look at the analysis on Backgammon Galaxy after the match because players just might start another game, right? And if I don't have the, oh my gosh, and he is now dead. Gammon. Gammon City, population Mark Olsen. And the worst part about this is he just has to sit here and Kentaro just gets decision after decision after decision as he works his way around the board, right? And Mark just sits there knowing that his PR is getting better with every play, his PR is getting better and better and better. And I mean, if he was already at, who knows, let's just say like a 2. Let's say he's at the high end and he's just working it down even more. And now Mark has no chance to win and only a chance to get gammoned. And the chance is high. Very, very high. Yes, there were a few moves I saw as well, Mochi. We will see how that shakes out in the PR at the end of this to see if Mark can win the PR here despite losing this gammon. Or as I like to say, this gammon. Makes it sound a bit more. Oh. Uh, oh, and even though Kintaro played a 5, Mark played a 6. That was his chance for the PR there. That was his chance in the PR. Now Kintaro takes the lead. 8-6 now. He lets him know. Huh? You're not the only one that can type it in the chat, Mark. 8-6 Kintaro. This next match could be the finisher. Kintaro doubles, and can you take this? Yeah. The race is tied. That is good. Mochi was very close in guessing Kintaro's PR there. He said 4.5. That was a 5, but that's just on whatever 4-ply analysis. Maybe on plus plus. You were right, Mochi. We never know. Or 3 fans. He'd love to roll some number to get out of dodge, and he can't. 2-1 looks awful. What is this? And where's the 1? Where's the 1? You do that? Where's the 1? Maybe you just have to play 6-3 or slot the 5. I mean, this looks prettier as far as the future is concerned, but you're going to have to cover it. Huh. Can you afford to lift this, by the way? Well, I would probably play the 2 first because the 2 I think has to hit. I mean, how do you win if you don't hit? And then I would think about the 5. I mean, you can't just let him get out, right? You're down 50 something pips, right? So I'm going to play 6-4. Yeah, Mark has to win the match and the PR now. I would have hit. Yeah, I think there were some things that happened there with that last match that didn't go well for either of them. Double 4s, okay. This is not beautiful, but I guess you just make the 5 and pay off to the aces. Mark redoubles, and this is just a pass. Could it have been too good? Good question. Yeah, so as far as median PR is concerned, I don't know if Mark can catch him. Maybe I've been told in the yeah, I don't know what the median PR rates are at this moment in time, but I think Kintaro is well ahead. And yeah, with median PR, if Kintaro plays a 10 here, it doesn't really change his median average all that much. Um, you can afford a few outliers. I hear some sound effects, but it looks like my board is frozen on the stream. Okay, maybe not. 2-1. Double 3s makes the point on his head. I don't think the players know what the median PR is while they're playing, but they must know that Kentaro played a bunch of ones and Mark did not. So they must have a feeling for who's winning the median rate, and they must know that Kentaro is winning that, right? So you know that you need to win the match and win the PR in this one just to have a chance at the next match, basically. And in the next match, right, if there is one, by the way, if Mark just wins the match and the PR in that one, the median error rate won't matter, right? Because he would have won on points. But he does have to win the match and the PR in the next two matches to have a chance. It all starts with this one. Thank you all for tuning in today. We have over 230 live viewers for a match like this where, half of America is still asleep, so that's fantastic. Thank you guys for tuning in today. If you wouldn't mind smashing the like button on the video, subscribing to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel, and downloading the app to play on your device, be it iOS or Android. I am Justin Knoll, your commentator, professional backgammon player from New York City, currently living in London. I do mostly coaching now. 5-1. Not ideal. He comes to the 6, and if Kentaro can roll a 2, I would just come in like this, try to get missed. Yes, Mehmet says Kentaro played in God mode today. Oh, awful. So, what leaves fewer shots, a 4-2 or a 5-1? That's what he's trying to figure out. A 4-2 or a 5-1? Which one leaves fewer shots? I'm gonna guess 4-2. But I would have to do the math, and I do not want to since it's not my match. Yeah, double twos. He would have had 2 on the roof. And now he has none on the roof. So that is an improvement. Maybe he can get away with this. Maybe he gets another chance at a shot. Seems reasonable to think that. And Mark redouble this. So his take point on the 4 cube is 19%. So I probably wouldn't redouble this because he probably can win the race too in some variations. So he might get a shot, and then he hits that. He also has an outside chance at the race. So I probably wouldn't redouble this. 19% is scary. Would I redouble it for money? Maybe, yeah. Now he can just cube him out, which feels better. Maybe he missed his market, but I think it was a bit too much to double before, but maybe he's not sure. I'm not sure. 3-6, okay. And probably just comes down, maybe. It's fine as well. It gives you an extra builder. 2-6. 3. Okay. Maybe we just play 3 down. Seems reasonable. This is a double hit then. 4-1. And what does 5-2 do? It makes the 9. Double threes. Is this better than coming out and making one of the points? Doing that, okay. Tough choices here. Double fives is not great because he's got so many checkers back. It's going to be hard for him to. Can't do that, can you? You're down 22 pips still, but look at this. He rolls like one of his worst numbers, and you can't hit him with the 5. Fours fills in the 5 point. Plays, yeah, this is okay. And I like Mark's chances. 6-5, it's just 8 pips, but it's a deceptive 8 pips because there's some wastage, but I don't like the alternative plays either. Maybe it was good to put a checker on the 4 point and not bear off like that, but well, it's a lot of pips. I would put an extra checker on the 1, yeah. And now double fours for Kentaro plays pretty good. 6-2, I would likely go to the 1 to be honest. Just because I had more checkers on the 3. 5-2. 2-1. 5-4. Mark really would love to win this game and put the nail in the coffin and hopefully win the PR. Oh no, he misses. Mark's going to need a double now, or he's going to need Kentaro to roll an ace and then a double. No. Okay. Ah. 6-4 runs. Mark gets this cube now, and I think he should pass. 3-1, 6-5 runs, and now he gets a cube and he has to take. Okay, he doesn't. 4-3, and now he gets the cube. And I guess you can take this. 2-1, I would just make the 10, I'm not gonna lie. Gonna be very nervous guy playing with more blots against that 4-point board. 2-1. Okay, he wants to play with fewer blots. Mark does not want to be gammoned here. Yeah, I guess there's. Oh, come on, Mark. Enter. Double twos. Okay, he gets to enter and make the 4 and maybe play this. Okay, seems okay. This hits loose, and now Mark needs to enter, or else he's going to be gammoned. Ooh. Was that better? Oh, he has to do this. And now he could crack. He does not crack. And Kentaro is going to potentially win a gammon here. And just winning this match, if he wins the gammon, will secure him a spot in the next round. He already has 8 points and just needs 1 more. And if Mark gets gammoned here, that is all she wrote. Oh, and double 4s, sick. Double 2s, needs max crossovers. Mark is going to need a double. Not that, though. That's 3 crossovers. He needs bigger numbers. 6-1. Oh, no, Mark. Oh. And it looks like Kentaro is going to win this gammon. And this single point, regardless of the PR, makes him a winner. And Mark wins the PR, though. But Kentaro gets to 9 points. And that is that. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. This was a fantastic match. I'm going to ask to unmute. How are you guys? Ask to unmute. Congratulations, Kentaro. Very well played today.
Thank you. I I'm so happy.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, Mochi was watching and he was very impressed as well. He said this was some of the best backgammon he's ever seen, for sure. Just
Ah.
ones and ones and ones and twos and incredible stuff. And Mark, you put up a very valiant effort, of course, and it is very difficult to win in a contest like this if someone's just putting up ones every single round.
Yeah, it was hard, you know. I hung in there, you know. I got to 6-6. If I had to win those PR points, I guess I just had to play like 0 point something or something because he just kept playing a one. You know, it's quite frustrating. It was almost like playing against a computer. But I hung in there, you know. I think I made a mistake taking that cube where I lost a gammon and got behind 8-6. I didn't check it yet. I had a
Which match was this
concentration
in?
glimpse. It was in the second to last match. Maybe I should
Mm.
could just check it real quick. It was like a blitz formation. Um, yeah, I did. It was a 250, 248 millipoint drop. It was 4 away, 3 away. He had the 2 point board with a slotted 5 point. It's a gigantic money take, but it's 4 away, 3 away, you know, and I know these references so well. So it was just a concentration glimpse. I think that cost me actually because that was the one match where Kentaro finally played a bad PR. That was my
He
chance. He played
played
a five,
the
a five.
five or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I screwed it up with that
Yeah,
take.
that was the
You
one
know,
chance. That was the
that was my
chance. I
chance.
mentioned it.
Right. So I
Yeah.
had one concentration glimpse in the entire matchup, and you
Well,
can't
you
do
played a
much.
fantastic tournament. What are you going to do? You got matched up with a guy who played a bunch of ones. Kentaro, do you have anything you want to say in English or Japanese to anyone watching?
Oh, I
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Do you have anything you want to tell people at home, in English
uh,
or in Japanese for anyone watching? Yeah.
uh, I I I test a skill. I try to skill this tournament. I I I'm practice hard. I
It's okay.
I next next match. I want to next match. I want to next match to win.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I practice hard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you play like this, um, it's going to be very difficult for anyone that comes against you. So, congratulations into moving into the next round, and I look forward to that match as well. So, thank you all for tuning in today. Before you go, please smash the like button, subscribe to the Backgammon Galaxy YouTube channel. Congratulations to both players. You know, Mark put up a great effort, and Kentaro for playing all these ones. What are you gonna do? You know. It's like trying to beat XG in a PR battle. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. Well, we'll see you all tomorrow, I guess, for the next round in this, starting at 1 p.m. London time. I will be back again for commentary. And, Mark, since you're free, maybe you could hop on too.
It's certainly possible. Let's see.
All right. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow and have a good day.